was a confrontation between police and protesters after dark right in front of the police station, a confrontation that continues in smaller numbers even now. Police dodging bottles and trying to break up the crowd there with tear gas.
The day of demonstrations has now stretched into the night. Good evening to you. I'm David Wade.
And I'm Lisa Hughes. For the most part, this has been a peaceful demonstration. One hotspot we mentioned is Brockton. Want to get right to Jim Smith, who is live in Brockton now. And Jim, just moments ago, we saw more fireworks going off.
Yes, David and Lisa, unfortunately, it's a night of turmoil here in the city of Brockton, an extremely tense atmosphere right now, even as I speak, live here at Brockton Police headquarters. Let's show you the scene here. You can see a number of emergency vehicles being deployed just so that they're in position, and also a contingent of National Guard troops backing up state and local police. In addition to that, a SWAT type of vehicle has just been brought in as well. And let's take one more look over here at some of the National Guard troops that are here with weapons drawn, weapons at the ready, again, just in case. They're trying to secure police headquarters after kind of a wild scene earlier tonight, and that came after a day of relatively peaceful protest. Tear gas and screams fill the air here in Brockton, a night of protest over the death of George Floyd taking a wild turn. The crowd was concentrated at police headquarters when suddenly things changed and it got chaotic. Earlier, there was peaceful protest at City Hall where hundreds gathered. Before that, another event where there was a determination to have a peaceful night.
So just keep it peaceful and show the world that we are peaceful. Protesters are peaceful. It's not something bad. It's not something hateful. None of us here hate.
We're out here trying to protest and support George Floyd, all the other lives that were lost.
The National Guard was also in the city to back up police, as many in the city hoped there would be no looting like there has been elsewhere.
It's not about taking sneakers. In tribute to George Floyd, it's not about smashing into Neiman Marcus, okay?
By late Tuesday night, police around headquarters were out in force and much of the crowd had moved on. Brockton seemed like it was in for a long night, but a positive message delivered at the beginning of the evening lingered.
All lives can't matter until Black lives matter. You understand that? We are human just like you guys. We're born in the same place. Only thing that's different is our skin color.
Again, all peaceful earlier this evening here in Brockton, but then unfortunately it took a turn. You can see these live pictures of a state police SWAT type of vehicle that just came to the scene maybe about 5 minutes ago. There's a lot of National Guard personnel here and state and local police, not only here at headquarters, but also at several locations here in Brockton. Sadly, it's like putting out hot spots. It's like multiple brush fires around the city, and we're hoping that things solidify and maybe get a little better during the overnight hours. But you'd have to say, David and Lisa, it looks like it could be a long night here.
Yeah, Jim, quick question for you, and you just touched on it a bit. A moment ago, we were looking at some pictures from Brockton, and we saw broken windows at a Dunkin' Donuts. We know that it's a significant police presence there. How spread out is this crowd, and how big is the crowd there in Brockton? It's hard to gauge from one spot on Commercial Street, but you may have a better sense.
And to be honest, right now, it's hard to gauge here at headquarters. I can tell you this, it is vastly, the numbers are way reduced from what it was like just before the tear gas canisters came out and we had the trouble. At that point, it was several hundred people, and they did disperse, especially from the opposite side of this phalanx of police on the other side of headquarters. That's where the tear gas was deployed, and the crowd did all run away, and there were some hangers on for a little while, but they have largely dispersed. But exactly where have they dispersed to? What was their next location? And I'm just guessing that possibly that might be part of the headache for police in other parts of Brockton. But we're kind of locked down here ourselves, so it's hard for us to get a global view of what exactly is going on in the city. But we do know that more and more law enforcement continue to pour in here every few minutes.
All right, Jim Smith reporting live for us in Brockton, where we see that police presence live right there.